Naresh, he had that one look on his face. I saw him staring up at 11:29 and went back to sit and said, Shaq, these guys keep me out. We are not done with you, Naresh. Okay, and now, something very dear to Naresh's heart is something called the polished shorts. So, from a small token from our club, it's the old polished shorts, but every year of the Naresh's finishing times over the last 30 years.
You should have made it for it on today.
We're not done. We still got your collage as well. For your running history over the last 30 years.
That's okay. I've got water.
It is the true way to do it. Okay? You ask me. Okay?
Naresh, you're not away so easily. A few words, please. Can you please take us through your journey of the last 30 years?
Thank you for that.
Can you record? Okay.
Okay. Let's get to the starting line. I was fairly good at athletics in school, participated in almost all athletic events, long jumps, high jumps, relays, sprints, shot put, javelin, and even some gymnastics. When I was in standard 8 in the boys under 15 division, our sports master, Mr. Sandra Mudley, many of you know him from the gym doing ballroom dancing. Maybe I'm Nigeria for my running retirement, I think. Organized a 5-mile race. This was my first introduction to long distance running. Can't say how many participated, but I came second and still have the certificate which I showed to him at our 40th matric reunion. Thereafter, Mr. Butley organized a 10-mile race at the next athletic meeting and a 15-mile in 1976. I came out second in the 10-mile and third in the 15-mile. Nothing much had happened sports-wise after matric. Went to varsity, became politically conscientized. The mantra of the day was, no sports in an unequal society. A decade later, I started running at the Lenasia Cricket Stadium. I started off by doing laps around the pitch 20-30 times. Because I had hairy legs, I was very self-conscious and only went out on the road when it got dark. But tonight I can say that last year I was a proud recipient of the member wearing the shortest shorts in the club, and that's poly shorts. I think Bruce will vouch for poly shorts. The Lenasia Cricket Stadium was where my love for long distance running was rekindled. It was at the stadium that I met Issy, who introduced me to Reebok shoes. I used to run in my North Stars. My heart went out and I had to fork out 300 rands for that Reebok. But that shoe gave me bounce, and I started running the whole of Lenasia. Issy was a great guy. He used to ask me for my race, not the CC. He was a great guy. And every time he should ask me for my t-shirt and get all the details about the race. Only later did I discover that he should wear the t-shirt to the gym and show off with all the details I had given to him about the race. It was in June 1986 that the feet started to move. I was doing a 12-week Dale Carnegie course. Every week they should give out book prizes for the best speech. I was desperate to win a prize, and it was only the last session where I had to give a talk on goal setting. So my speech was about doing the National Marathon in October of that year and Comrades the following year. That night I won the book prize. The public commitment I had made propelled me to get serious about running. So I did the National Marathon in 4:18, and in 1987 I did my first Comrades in 10:50. And what can I say? My confidence soared. I ran for Rocky Road Runners for 9 years, and my 10th one was in Lenasia Athletic Club. The next decade of running kicked off with Maya, my future wife. During the first Comrades, we finished together in a magnificent time of 10:35. It was also a decade of sadness. I lost my brother in 1999, then my mother the following year, and then my father the next year. Those were trying years. Those were lonely years of running. I remember going by myself to Comrades and returning by myself. The gain of a medal was nothing compared to the loss I experienced. My dad was in a wheelchair in his dying year, and running through Ntambeni was most poignant. When I reflect on the condition of my father and the children at Ntambeni, I always say to myself, how fortunate am I to be able to participate in this magnificent thing called life. Going forward, at this year's expo, I told Bruce that I did 29 Comrades, and I will proud to say that I have done 30 just like him. To which he replied that I still have to do it. So now we are on the same number. In August this year, on the Azanya Mosaka show on 702, and I spoke to Bruce and told him, I am proud to say that I have 30 Comrades just like him. To which he replied, please don't do 31, because then you'll be ahead of me. To which Azanya Mosaka suggested, why don't the two of us run our 31st together? What do you say, Bruce? In the past decade, I cannot say how glad I am to have befriended Amit Seth from India. I met Amit through the Comrades chat forum. He was one of the first Indians to have run Comrades in 2009. He did not finish that day, but he wrote an essay entitled The Agony and Ecstasy of the Comrades Marathon. It was a gut-wrenching account of his experience of the day that moved me. And I wrote back to him, encouraging him to return, and that's how our friendship started. Subsequently, he sent me all the essays he should write, till one day I suggested to him, why doesn't he write a book, and Dare to Run was born. Amit has told me that Bruce and I were the first to have picked up on that essay. Bruce was also instrumental in appointing him India's Comrades Ambassador on basis of that essay. A fine choice, I say. From one entry in 2009, India ranks third in the list of overseas entrants with 177 entrants this year. Although not born with the best genes, Amit continues to inspire runners, winners,